Opening week on Twitch continues with a Week 12 game, hopefully for the ages. In the NFC East here in 1986, 11 weeks in the season, the Dallas Cowboys come in at 7-4. They are actually in third place in the NFC East, a full game behind the New York Giants. But today, it's the Washington Redskins, 7-3-1. Can Jay Schroeder get his way out of a paper bag? We'll see next as we play the latest version of the Cowboys and the Indians next on Retro Sports Network. As Retro Sports Network presents the 1986 Pro Football Replay Week 12. This afternoon from RFK Stadium in the nation's capital, it is the 7-3-1 Washington Redskins against the 7-4 Dallas Cowboys. And our game on Twitch is brought to you by Digital Dice, the best podcast on the internet for your sports simulations and replay needs. Find us on Spreaker.com, on iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And I lost my mouse. Where in blue blazes did that go? Anyway, that's the button I want to hit, I think. You see if we... Oh, yeah, you can. Real professional output here. The weather in Washington is cold. 35 degrees. Dallas in their blue uniforms will have the wind behind them. It's just a light breeze, about 0 miles an hour, 0 to 5. The Redskins, of course, will be in white, and Max Endehos will kick off from his 35. Levette, the deep man for Dallas, on his 8. Clack and Newsom are the upmen. They're on the 15. And this will be a really long game if my mouse doesn't want to work. And now what? Well, what is going on? Anyway, Dallas... Oh, I forgot to click both defenses. Dallas will return this 3 yards deep. Zendejas boots it to the 10, 20, and Levette will take it out to the 19-yard line. A 22-yard return, and Walton on the tackle. And I have no idea why my mouse isn't working. So, we'll be right back after this right here on Retro Sports Network. Okay, well, let's see. So it'll be 1st and 10. It will be Steve Pelluer at quarterback. Danny White is not back yet. So Pelluer is your quarterback. He's completed 56% of his passes and run the ball 30 times. Herschel Walker is your primary running back. 130 carries, 707 yards. He also has 46 catches. Timmy Newsom is your other running back to start the game. Tony Dorsett, of course, is the other back for Washington. Tony Hill is your slot wide receiver. He's at the split end or the flanker. Mike Sherrard is your split end. And Doug Cosby is your tight end. Herschel Walker, off tackle right, 1st and 10 from the 19. Across the 20, he's hit by Darrell Green at the 25. That is a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for Dallas. The line from left to right. Phil Pozderac is your left tackle. Crawford Kerr is your left guard. Tom Rafferty is your center. Glenn Titensor is your right guard. And Mark Tuinei is your right tackle. Tony Dorsett comes in the backfield with Walker, 2nd and 4. Dorsett, trap left from the 25. He cuts to the far sideline, and Big Dave Butts makes the tackle after a gain of 3, 3rd and 1. And so Dallas will go into a 2 running back, 2 tight end set. Cosby and Chandler, the tight ends. And Fowler's in the backfield with Herschel Walker. Charles Mann is your left defensive end for Washington. They play a 4-3. Dave Butts is the left tackle. Darrell Grant is the right tackle. And Dexter Manley, with 11 sacks in 11 games, is your right defensive end. Rich Malott is your right outside linebacker. Olkowitz fills up the middle. And Calvin Daniels is on the left. Darrell Green is on Mike Sherrard on the left corner. And Vernon Dean is on the right. The safety's Curtis Jordan, your free safety. And Ken Coffey, your strong safety. Walker. Dive play on 3rd and short. Handoff from Pelluer. 1st down across to 30. And Dexter Manley makes a tackle at the 31. So back to a conventional 2 wide receiver set. 1st and 10 for Dallas. Just the start of things here at RFK. No score. And this time Pelluer's going to go to the air. Medium out to Mike Sherrard. Pelluer for his first throw. Down the near sideline. Sherrard's got it. 1st down. And hit by Green at the 49-yard line. And so 1st and 10 for Dallas, right at the feather of the Redskin logo. 1st and 10. Dorsett. Off tackle right. Pelluer. Near sideline over the midfield and hit by Mann at the 46, a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for Dallas. 4 carries, 17 yards. A good opening drive for Dallas to start the football game. Medium out to Hill. Pelluer has time. Rolls around. Hill, far sideline over the 30. Hit by Malott at the 22 for a gain of 24. And so Dallas driving it home. 1st and 10 from the Washington 22. Last week, Hill, 10 catches against San Diego for 123 yards. One big one early today for 24. Short little dumper in the flat coming for Herschel Walker. Near sideline, Pelluer finds Walker over the 20, 15. Olkowitz with the tackle, a gain of 9. Doug Cosby's hurt. His return is doubtful. He slammed his elbow against the grass and is coming out. It'll be Chandler. Walker will also come out. Newsom comes in with Dorsett. Dorsett on a sweep to the left side from the 13. As a 1st down, he's over the 10. Manley with a tackle at the 8, a gain of 5. So 1st and goal for Dallas from the Washington 8. So Dallas, a good opening drive. 8 plays, 73 yards. Thornton Chandler on a short hitch. 1st and goal. Pelluer, quick throw. Chandler, touchdown. And that's how you do it. They keyed Dorsett. Pelluer found his backup tight end, Thornton Chandler, and Dallas is on the board 5 minutes in. 9 plays, 81 yards. And here it is again. Touchdown all the way. And here's the extra point. And that is barely good. Septien cripped it around the right pole. And with 5 minutes gone in the football game, it's Dallas 7, Washington nothing. So Jenkins will be back for D.C. with Verdon and Griffin, the upmen. They stand on their 15. 4 yards deep in the end zone. Washington will just take a knee and take it at the 20. So Jay Schroeder, who has struggled at quarterback, completing less than half of his passes. The lone setback, George Rogers, as they work in the 2 tight end set with 1 setback. Don Warren is 1 tight end, and Clint Didier is the other. Ricky Sanders is the 1 receiver, and Gary Clark is your split end. Art Monk will come in a moment. Right now it's Rogers. And we'll go a pitch to the near sideline from Schrader. Rogers is hit at the 21 by Eugene Lockhart. It's a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Washington. The rest of the line for the Redskins. Joe Jacoby is the left tackle. Russ Grimm, the left guard. Jeff Bostic at center. Raleigh McKenzie at right guard. And Mark Bay is at right tackle. Art Monk comes in on this probable passing down. Rogers remains in the backfield. Monk on a medium slant. Schrader waits, throws Monk wide open at the 40. And Lockhart brings him down at the 44. It's a gain of 23, 1st and 10. So they don't throw out of that set very often, and Schrader connected with it. So Washington averaging, surprisingly, 358 yards a game, and the defense only giving up 316.5. Off tackle left for Rogers, 1st and 10 from the Washington 44. Across the 45, and Randy White with the tackle at the 47. Let's meet the Cowboy defense. Too Tall Jones, the left defensive end. Randy White, the left defensive tackle. Dallas plays a 4-3. John Dutton is the right tackle. And Jim Jeffcoat with 10 sacks is the right end. What the hell's my linebackers? While Eugene Lockhart is playing outside, he's based on Art Monk in this weird formation, but he is the middle linebacker. Jeff Rohr is your right outside linebacker. And Mike Hegman is your left outside linebacker. Ron Fellows is the right corner. And Everson Walls is the left corner. The safeties are kind of bunched together. Michael Downs, your free safety. And Bill Bates, the veteran, is your strong safety. 2nd and 7. Trap left for George Rogers. Handoff from Schrader from the 47. He gets about 2 before Lockhart knocks him down. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Washington. Opening drive for them, 7-0 Dallas. And now they'll go 3 wide for the first time. Didier is the tight end. Monk, Clark, and Sanders. Clark to your top of your screen. Monk and Sanders at the bottom. Medium slant for Art Monk. Schrader waits, rolls to his right over the middle. Incomplete. It was a bad throw. And so Schrader just kind of snaps off the helmet, and the Redskins, halfway home here in the first quarter, will be forced to punt. Steve Cox will be the one punting for Washington into this light wind, and Banks back to return. They'll punt it deep. They want to pin the Cowboys inside their own 10 if they can. Dallas will let this roll, and it will be taken down at the 12-yard line. 39-yard punt, no return. 7:29 opening stanza. Dallas 7, Washington nothing. So Herschel Walker in the backfield with Tony Dorsett, and Chandler in that tight end for Cosby, who got hurt on that opening drive. You'd think that I would, after not playing the computer and Words with Friends for about a month, or about 6 weeks, they would stop sending me the same game over and over again. Dorsett. Little dumper in the flat from the 12. And Pelor is hit from behind by Manley. And Dexter Manley gets his place into a tizzy as he makes the sack at the 8-yard line. A loss of 4. How are you doing, Tribe fan? Good to have you along. 2nd down and 14 for Dallas from their own 8. They lead 7-0. Walker, trap right, and he gets it over the 10-15. Got a big hole. He's over the 20, hit by Coffee at the 21, and it'll be 3rd and 1 for Dallas. 6:42 to go, first quarter. Tony Dorsett. Trap left, and now they break right through. Oh, Manley with a hit. And no, it's an Al Red Sox fan spot. And they're short. Dexter Manley running around like a man on a mission. 4 tackles in the first 9 minutes of the game. They're going to go to Tony Hill here. No, they're not. They're going to punt. And it's Mike Saxon back to punt for Dallas. He'll stand on his 7. Jenkins for Washington. Well, get ready for it. He's inside his 35. Backed up to his 26 and is hit by Otto after a gain of 5. So 5:24 opening quarter. Dallas 7, Washington nothing. Medium fly to Monk on first down. Schrader goes to the sidelines. Got Monk 40 into Dallas territory. Hegman with a tackle at the 37. Monk 2 catches for 54 yards as Hegman saved a touchdown. And Washington already inside the 40 at the Dallas 37. 1st and 10. From there, sweep left for Rogers to the near side. 35. Lockhart makes a stop at the 34, a gain of 3. For those joining late, this is the last game of Week 12, the second game of our Week 12 doubleheader. Dallas comes into this game 7-4, and in 3rd place in the NFC East. Washington 7-3-1, and because of their tie, they are technically in 2nd place. The Giants are 8-3, 2nd and 7. Griffin comes in for Rogers. And he'll go off tackle left from the 34. Gets a block 30, 1st down, 25. Lockhart with the tackle at the 22. And that's a gain of 12. First and 10 for Washington from the Dallas 22. Redskins driving under 3.5 to go. They trail 7-0. Griffin will go on a sweep to the far side from the 22, turns the corner across the 20, and Dutton with a tackle at the 17. 3:03, clock running, 2nd and 5 for Washington. And this time they're going to look at Gary Clark. Short cross to Clark. Schrader in the pocket. Quick throw, incomplete. Everson Walls nearly picked it off. So 3rd and 5 coming for Washington. And if you're thinking about a Zendejas field goal, if they can go no further, 65%. They go to a conventional set. Rogers and Griffin in the backfield. Monk and Clark to wide receivers. Didier, your tight end. Didier. Short slant. Schrader waits, gonna scramble, and he's gonna get hit by Randy White at the 14. That's a gain of 3, and the drive will fall short, 2 yards short of a 1st down. So from the Dallas 14, out comes Max Zendejas for a 31-yard field goal attempt. The wind not really a factor. It's cold in Washington, 35. Schrader to hold. Bostic to snap. From 31. Wide right. Wide right. I believe Schrader couldn't spin it right, and he got a piece of the lace, and he pushed it wide right. So all for naught for D.C., 98 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's Dallas, the ball on the 20. They're up 7-0. Medium slant to Chandler on first down. Pelluer has all day. Chandler doesn't have it. Coffee hit him.
Pass interference, defense. Number 48.
And kind of like what you find at Starbucks, it was just too early, and Coffee got called for the pass interference. So it's an 11-yard penalty. Yep, DJ John, how are you? You definitely do have me live on Twitch. And Dallas will take down 11 yards and run with it. 1st and 10, 90 seconds to go in the opening stanza. Washington just missed a field goal, and Dallas leads at 7-0. Dorsett. Trap right from the 31. Doesn't get much. Daniels with the tackle. Gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9. Dorsett 5 carries, 15 yards. Cowboys have thrown it 4 times and completed all 4. 2nd and 9. This time Tony Hill on a medium slant. Pelluer waits, throws, complete to Hill at the 45. A gain of 13. And Pelluer 5 for 5 for 72 yards. Last moments of the first quarter. Walker. Short, flat, near side. And that is knocked down by Charles Mann. And that will be the end of the first quarter. With the score, Dallas 7, Washington 0. And only one thing, if you were with us on Tuesday or watched on YouTube later, we did the Jets and the Dolphins, and that was touchdown of Palooza. But the only scoring in our digital dice scoring summary, Pelluer to Thornton Chandler from 8 yards to make it 7-0 Dallas. So Pelluer having a good game so far. And the Cowboy defense, who really is the over-the-hill gang by 86, keeping the Redskins in check. So 2nd and 10. Walker. Trap right. From the 45, he is hit by Jordan at the 47. Gain of 2. Curtis Jordan with his first tackle. It'll be 3rd and 8. For Dallas, Renfro is in as the other wide receiver. He's up top there with Hill on the top part of your screen. Sherrard is split at the bottom of your screen. Renfro. Medium slant. Pelluer. Back to throw. Rolls around over the middle. That is caught. Vernon Dean takes down Renfro at the 33, but not before they get a gain of 20. And so Pelluer is tripping the light fantastic, 6 for 7 for 92 yards. And it's 1st and 10 for Dallas on the Washington 33. Walker's going to run this time out of that 3 wide receiver set. Going to go on the dive. Handoff from Pelluer. And he kind of keeps the legs moving to the 30 before Curtis Jordan can make the tackle. 2nd and 7. Tony Clack is now in with Dorsett. Ball spot at the 30-yard line. Clack, short, flat pass near side. And that ball is fumbled. Manley with the sack. Pelluer got it back. For Manley, that's the 2nd sack of the game. And Pelluer will recover it at the 36 as we hear "Hail to the Redskins" ring down from the rafters here at RFK. 7. Let's watch the sack and fumble again. Manly just all over the field. 7-0 Dallas. Washington missed a field goal on their last possession. They'll go 3 wide. Hill. Medium cross from the 36. Pelluer's time, and he doesn't have a receiver as Monty Coleman got a hand on it. And that will bring out Raphael Septien. And this is a long one from 53 yards. But Dallas into the wind here in the second quarter. And with 12:13 to go, they got a 1 in 4 chance of making this from here. So Mike Saxon, the punter, will hold it. Rafferty will snap it. Let's see what Septien can do for you. The kick is up. It is drifting left. It's long enough, but no good. And so Washington takes over from their own 36. 12:07 to go in the first half. Dallas 7, Washington nothing. So 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Griffin is in the backfield with Schrader. Didier and Warren, the tight ends. Don Warren. Short cross. They're going to throw on first down. Schrader waits. Warren's got it. Ron Fellows. And he got hurt. He kind of got a stinger on the grass on his forearm. It's not a first down. It's a gain. Technically on the stat sheet it's 10. But it got the Al Red Sox 9.79 measurement here. So 2nd and 10. Jones is now the other tight end with Orr. From the 46. Griffin off tackle left. And oh my goodness, Eugene Lockhart knocked him down for a loss of 1. And now it's 3rd and 1. The Ratcast, Dave Gardner, rolling his 1970 playoffs from using Final Score Hockey. He's got a video up on his channel on YouTube talking about that, and I think we're going to have some discussion about that this afternoon when we take the newest episode of Digital Dice. And if you're wondering, Dave, the processor is just cooking right along. I don't think I'm recording anything, but it hasn't broken up yet. 3rd down and 1. George Rogers back in the football game. Going to go on the draw. Schrader hands off to Rogers. First down. Maybe. Yep. Gain of 3. Lockhart just ripped him down. Tribe fan, or Columbus Blue Jacket fan if you're watching on Twitch, just hit the quarter pole for a Rockies replay. What are you doing, buddy? So 1st and 10. 11 clock running. They're going to try and end around a Monk. Ball spotted at the Washington 48. Monk to the near sideline. Got a block over midfield, but it won't be a long one. As Rohr makes the tackle. That Russ Grimm ripped open the hole, and Monk got 8 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 2 for Washington from the Dallas 44. And Tribe fan Timmy is doing the 2018 Rockies. Now, do you have to keep your cards in a humidor as well? 2nd and 2. Sweep left for Rogers. Near sideline. Handoff from Schrader. No! And Lockhart wiped him off, but he got his foot. How you doing, Mr. Al? Al Red Sox fan in the house. Got his foot caught in the turf, and it's 3rd down and 2. And so they go to a conventional set. Rogers and Griffin in the backfield. Gary Clark. Short hitch to Clark. Schrader, quick throw. Clark's got it. Tries to cut to the middle of the field. He got a first down. Everson Walls with a tackle. A gain of 13. The D20 is in the humidor for all those diamond shots. So if you're just joining us, 7-0 Dallas, 9.5 to go, second quarter. Dallas, an 8-yard touchdown pass. Washington has a missed field goal. Redskins driving. Ball on the Cowboy 31. Second quarter, cold day in D.C., 35 degrees, but hardly any wind. Didier. Short slant to the tight end. Schrader back to throw. Has Didier? No. Billy Bates got a hand on it. 2nd and 10. So the clock stopped. 8:51 to go, first half. And after our game on Tuesday, this one just kind of seems like a normal game of Tiddlywinks. Rodgers. Trap right. 2nd and 10. Gets across the 30. And Jones will make the stop at the 25. That is a gain of 6. 3rd and 4 for Washington. So 12 carries, 45 yards for the Redskins. Schrader has gone to the air 7 times, completed 4 for 77. Too Tall Jones. Speaking of boxing, by the way, as our Red Sox fan says hello to everybody, made the tackle. Too Tall Jones, Mr. Al, had a fight in Las Cruces, New Mexico in either 79 or 80 when I lived there in Las Cruces, New Mexico, at New Mexico State University, at the Pan American Center. But, as was the case for most of the wide world of sports fights, it was blacked out in your local area, just like when Mike Tyson would fight in Glens Falls, New York. And on Wide World of Sports, the ABC station in Albany, WTEN Albany, WCDC, Channel 19, Adams, Massachusetts, would black the fight out, so I could not see it. They're going to throw on 3rd and 4. Medium slant to Art Monk. Schrader back to throw. Monk gets open. 10-5 touchdown. Washington Redskins. They doubled Gary Clark, and Monk was open. They went with a tight man-to-man, and Art Monk just ripped that one to shreds. And here it is again. Schrader, he found Monk at the 10, and Monk found Paydirt. Zendejas for the extra point, and it misses. He goes wide to the right. 9 plays, 64 yards, and it's still a Dallas lead. Dallas 7, Washington 6. Wowzers. And so Leavitt back deep with Clack and Newsom. 7:57 first half. 8 yards deep. We are not returning that one. And Steve Pellure and company take over from their own 20. 1st and 10. If you weren't with us earlier, Doug Cosby, the starting tight end for Dallas, is doubtful the rest of the game. Walker, Timmy Newsom, and Tony Dorsett in the backfield. Dorsett. Packer sweep to the right. Near side, 1st and 10 from the 20. All the way down the sideline, and he's hit by Daniels at the 25. Glenn Tittensor. I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sure. With the good blocking, it'll be 2nd and 5. Clock stops, 7:46 to go. Don't worry about it. You're here, and that's all that matters. Hopefully this is looking fine on your guys' end. Timmy Newsom. Trap right on 2nd down. Newsom gets the legs, move him a lot, brings him down at the 27. 3rd and 3. For Dorsett. Gonna get a pitch to the near side. Pellure gets to the Dorsett. 1st down over the 30. Gain of 6. Olkowitz had him in his sights and couldn't bring him down. Timmy Newsom, the tailback with the big block, and Darrell Green with his 3rd tackle. 1st and 10 for Dallas on their own 33. 7-6 Cowboys. Sherrard on a medium slant. Pelluer waits, going to run 35-40 over midfield, a first down. They gave him a hole that a Mack truck could drive through, and Pelluer took the bait and got himself 20 yards. So it's 1st and 10 for Dallas on the Washington 47. Curtis Jordan with the tackle. Let's try that play again, shall we? How about Hill this time on the slant? Pelluer waits, throws into double coverage, and that's tipped by... Well, Sherrard actually was doubled. Curtis Jordan doubled him, or made the deflection, and it'll be 2nd and 10. 6:03 to go, first half. Dallas football in the Washington 47. They're nursing a 1-point lead, 7-6. Herschel Walker will try the soft tackle to the left. He's in the game now. 45. Olkowitz will hit him at the 43. Gain of 4. 3rd and 6. For Dallas, under 6 to go from the Washington 43. If you're watching this later on YouTube, don't forget to say hi. So 3rd down. They'll go 3 wide. Renfro is in at the receiver, as I said, top of the screen. Walker, the lone setback. Pelluer out of the gun. Little dumper in the flat to Walker on the far side. Pelluer waits, throws. This time he goes to Mel Renfro instead, and it's only a gain of 2. So he goes to the second read. He gets the completion, but from the 41, that's just kind of almost a no man's land. Too long to go for. Not short enough for a field goal. So Pelluer is going to try the snap punt quick kick. He does, and that's going to roll out of bounds. It's not a good punt. At the 23, again, an 18-yard punt. Washington takes over from their own 23. 5:09 to go, first half. Dallas 7, Washington 6. Rodgers. Sweep left, 1st and 10 from the 23, near sideline. He gets 25-30. First down, and Diassi brings him down at the 35, a gain of 12. And that is Steve Diassi. So 1st down and 10. 4:58, clock running, first half. Washington should be leading this game. They've missed a field goal, and they've missed an extra point. Clark, medium cross on 1st and 10. Throw has it from Schrader, and Hegman will knock him down after a gain of 10. Well, that was Art Monk. I wanted to call one for Clark, not Monk. Anyway, Monk makes the catch. He's got 4 on the day for 89 yards. And Schrader having himself a good game, 6 of 9 for 112. Rodgers, trap left. They'll audible. They'll stick with the call. Hand off to Rodgers. And Dallas will stand him up for no gain. Randy White. 3:34, clock running. Rodgers, 9 carries and 30 yards. Let's try this again. Gary Clark. Medium slant, 2nd and 10. Schrader back to throw, down to a tight end. There's a flag down, or caught it. Bates make the tackle at the 49.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 40,
And Bates
5-yard penalty,
gently
automatic,
touched
first down.
the face mask, and because it's 1986, it's a penalty of the 5-yard variety and not the first personal foul in 15. So tack on 5 to that. The clock is stopped. 2:53 to go. Terry Orr, that's the name I was looking for, with the catch, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Washington from the Cowboy 44. Rodgers on a screenplay. Schrader, this is all over the place. What is going to happen? And Jimmy Jeffcoat picked it off at the 45-yard line. His first interception for the defensive end this year. I don't know who in the world Jay Schrader was throwing to, and how in God's green earth can you muck up a screen pass that badly? Here it is again. Schrader, he rolled the wrong way, threw across his body, and Jim Jeffcoat says, well, Merry Christmas to you too. 2:44 to go in the half. Dallas from their own 45, 1st and 10. Hill. Look at these completion percentages. Medium slant. Pelor is blitzed. He runs. He flips it down to a running back, and Olkowitz will make the tackle for a first down. Gain of 11. 2:35 to go. They can run it once before the 2-minute warning. Redskins blitzer didn't work. Walker. Off tackle right from the 44, and he's hit by Charles Mann at the 43. Gain of 1. 2:06. And we'll take it down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 for Dallas coming up. Dallas 7, Washington 6. Ball on the Redskin 43. After this. Sherrard, 2nd and 9. Medium cross. Pelor in the pocket, has time. Sherrard can't get there. Incomplete. 3rd down and 9. 3 wide receiver set. Renfro comes in. Walker in the backfield. Walker will split out as a receiver. Pelor out of the gun. Walker. Medium slant. Pelor is going to scramble. Nope. Butts knocks it away. Somebody's picked it up. And Neil Olkowitz has scored. But there's a flag on the play.
Number 71.
And it's declined. Penalty. And so Washington has scored. The penalty was on Dallas. And Neil Olkowitz picked it up and ran it all the way. Dave Butts slammed him down. Olkowitz picked it up, and he's reaching for the oxygen as he made that long run. And that's the 3rd sack on Pelor in this game. Zendejas better hit this extra point. He does. And with 1:43 to go in the half, it's now Washington 13, Dallas 7. Levet back return deep. To return it deep, Clack and Newsom up short. And 9 yards deep, and Pelor kind of shell-shocked. You remember last year we did a Cowboy Redskin game from Dallas. And Roger Staubach got hurt, and Danny White played. And Danny White had one of those 5 minutes from hell games where I believe Washington scored 17 straight points to come back to win. Anywho, 1st and 10. Medium hitch to Hill. Pelor rolls right, throws left, has it complete. The lot with the tackle at 38. Gain of 18. 93 seconds left. Everybody's got all 3 timeouts. Dallas will run a hurry up here. Chandler on a medium slant. And Malott will sack Pelor. And so not good offensive blocking as Pelor will go down for the 4th time in the first half. Dallas calls time. 1:12 to go. First half, 2nd and 17. Washington leads the football game 13-7. And now they go 3 wide coming out of the timeout. Renfro in with Hill and Sherrard. Renfro. Medium hitch. Pelor. Quick throw, incomplete. 3rd and 17, $1:06 to go. And this whole game has kind of changed around following the Butts sack and the Olkowitz fumble return for 6. Long cross to Hill. Pelor out of the gun. This time he's protected. He'll throw it long, and that's caught. 40-30, first down. Walton with a tackle, and Hill shook off a tackle from Coleman, and then Vernon Dean, and is hit at the 26-yard line. Dallas calls time. They have one left. So Pelor, 10 of 15 for 166 yards. Quick out to Sherrard. And Sherrard's got it, 20. Hit by Green at the 19, gain of 7. They'll go out of the hurry up. Renfro. Short out. 2nd and 3, 19. Pelor incomplete, but Vernon Dean was all over him.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 32.
And he got the wallpaper hanger
penalty
penalty because he was
First
just
down.
clinging right to him. So 37 seconds left in the half. Clock stopped. Washington 14-yard line. Dallas trying to go ahead. Sherrard. Medium hitch. Pelor. Looking, throws. Deflected by Wilburn. And Barry Wilburn got a hand on it. 2nd and 10, 34 seconds to go. Dallas can stop it once. Medium out for Hill. Pelor. Waiting, throws, far side, touchdown Dallas. Hill, 5 catches, 112 yards, and 6 points. 8 plays, 80 yards, and $117. And there you see it, and that's 6. So the extra point coming, it is good. So, 26 seconds to go in the half. It's Dallas 14, Washington 13. Jenkins, back deep, Verdon and Griffin. And Septien boots this to the goal line. 10, 20, 5. And let's see what Schrader will do with 17 seconds to go. But Janik on a dive to end the half. Schrader hands it off. Hegman will make the tackle, and it's halftime. So, what a half of football. The Redskins will get the ball to start the second half. But our score after 30 minutes, it's Dallas 14, Washington 13. Second quarter scoring presented by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the internet for your sports simulations and replay needs. Washington had 13 straight points. Schrader found Monk from 25 to make it 7-6. And then following a Dave Butt sack, Neil Oklowitz picked it up and stumbled 53 yards to give Washington a 13-7 lead. And then with under 2 minutes to go in the half, Steve Pelor matriculated an 8-play, 80-yard drive, completed a Hill from 14 to make it 14-13. And so Pelor, 12 of 18 for 187 yards. Schrader, 7 for 11 for 118 yards. And so Washington will get the football to start the second half. 35 degrees, Redskins in white with burgundy numbers trimmed in gold. Will be going from right to left. They have the wind here in the third quarter. Dallas in their blue uniforms with the silver numbers will kick it off. And Septien hits this one to Jenkins at the goal line. 10, 20. Crowd likes it. 30. Hit at the 34 by not Jimi Hendrix. And that's where the second half will start. Rogers is on with Schrader. Clark and Monk, the tight ends. Didier and Warren will start, or Clark and Monk, the wide receivers, rather. Didier and Warren, the tight ends. Jacoby and May, the tackles. Grimm and McKenzie, the guards. And Bostic, the center. Off tackle right for Rogers from the 34. 35. Cuts to the right. Gets a gain of 7. Everson Walls with a tackle after a gain of 7. At the 41. So Rogers, 10 carries, 37 yards. Defensively for Dallas, Jeffcoat and Jones, the ends. White and Dutton, the tackles. They play a 4-3. Hegman and Rohr, the outside linebackers. Eugene Lockhart, the inside linebacker. Everson Walls and Ron Fellows, your corners. Billy Bates and Downs are your safeties. 2nd and 3. Anthony Jones cannot make a catch, right? Sure. Schrader back to throw, a little short cross, and Jones has it. First down, a gain of 9, and Ron Fellows with the tackle. 1st and 10, right from the midfield stripe. 60 seconds into the second half. Washington has the ball. Rogers will try a sweep to the near side. Waits for a block, and a get one. And Jeffcoat knocks him out after a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Art Monk, 4 catches, 89 yards for Washington. And a touchdown. Clark on a medium out. Schrader waits. He goes down to the near sideline. And Walls was just all over him.
Pass interference, defense. Number 24.
We joke about middle school dancers.
Automatic.
This was a
down.
full-fledged senior prom hold. My goodness. So Walls gets the flag, and that's a 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 for the Skins on the Dallas 29. They trail by 1. 14-13 opening drive, second half. Off tackle left, and somebody moved.
False start. Offense.
Who was it?
Number 85.
The tight
5-yard
end,
penalty.
Warren.
Repeat, first down.
So the clock is stopped. 13:06 to go. Ball respotted at the Dallas 34. 1st and 15. Rogers, short flat. Schrader, near sideline. Rogers has it. 35-30. Rohr makes a tackle at the 28. It's a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd and 9. So 12:59 clock running, third quarter. Washington not quite. No, Joe Gibbs is not happy about that. Off tackle left for Rogers from the 28. 25. He is hit by Jeffcoat at the 21. That's a gain of 7. And that will put Zendejas into good field position for a field goal. Clark. Medium cross. Schrader back to throw. Has time. Waiting for Clark. He goes to Monk instead, and that's incomplete. Monk dropped it. And so now you got to hope that Zendejas can make the 38-yarder. This will be from 38 yards. Schrader to hold. Bostic to snap. And if it's good, Washington will lead. Zendejas gets a boot on it. This one looks good, and it is. So 7 plays, 45 yards, and Washington starts the second half and takes the lead. 11:32 to go in the third. It's Washington 16, Dallas 14. And so Levette will return this one from the 8. Clack and Newsom are the upmen. And from 7 yards deep, they're not going to return it. So that's where Dallas will start the second half from the 20-yard line. 11:32. It'll be Pelluer at quarterback, Walker and Dorsett the running backs, Hill and Sherrard the wide receivers, Thornton Chandler is the tight end for the injured Doug Cosby. The tackles, Podzeric and Tuane, Kerr and Titensor the guards, Rafferty the center. Dorsett, trap right from the 20, handoff from Pelluer. Dorsett gets to the 25 before Coffey can make the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 5 from there. 4-3 the Redskins play. Manley and Mann are the bookends. Butts and Grant, the tackles. Balott and Daniels, your outside linebackers. Neil Oklowitz is the middle linebacker. Darrell Green and Vernon Dean, your corners. Coffey and Jordan are your safety. 2nd and 5. Chandler. Short cross. Pelluer back to throw over the middle, and that's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. 10:50 to go in the 3rd. Redskins doubled Herschel Walker. Gonna go to Dorsett. Dumper to the far side. Pelluer waits, throws. Dorsett's got it at the 20. He gets across the 25. Oklowitz will make the tackle at the 27, and it'll be 4th and 3. So Dallas goes 3 and out to start the second half. Oklowitz, 5 tackles and, of course, a touchdown. Mike Saxon back to punt. And this will be a short one, taken at the 33 by Washington. And Jenkins returns it 11 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for Washington from their own 43. 10:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. It is Washington 16, Dallas 14. They're going to throw. Medium slant to Gary Clark. Schrader waits over the middle. Clark 40, 30. Walls makes a tackle at the 27. And it's 1st and 10 from there. And so Joe Gibbs is happy about that. That's 2 catches for Clark for 43 yards. And honestly, in all the Redskin games I've done this season, this is the best that Jay Schrader has looked by far. It was now that Ron realized he just jinxed the ever-loving daylights out of Jay Schrader. First and 10 from the Dallas 27. Rogers. Trap left, handoff from Schrader. Flag is down early, and White will make the tackle at the 25, gain of 2.
Illegal motion. Offense. Number
Somebody
87,
shifted.
5-yard penalty.
And that's the danger of running the 2 tight end set, because sometimes you don't always know where you're supposed to line up, and or went in motion. And he did not achieve St. Elmo's fire there. 1st and 15 for the Redskins, 9:08 to go, 3rd quarter. Rogers on the draw from Schrader from the 32. He's hit by Hegman at the 30. Now Jim Jeffcoat is being helped off the field. He's pointing to his back, and he's coming off. So it's Downs? Baker. Baker's the name I'm not seeing. Jesse Baker will come in. 2nd and 13. Griffin comes in the game. Short pass down to the flat. Schrader is going to go to someone else instead. That was Orr, and now Randy White is limping off the field. He got stepped on. It'll be 3rd and 13 from the Dallas 30. Now they got to go 3 wide receivers set. Monk, Clark, and Sanders. Sanders. Medium slant. Schrader has time. Waits for his receiver to run the route. Over the middle. Incomplete. They wanted a flag. They weren't going to get it. Dallas blitz. They doubled Clark. And from the 30, I'm not sure. You got to go because they can't kick it. They're not given an option, and I'm not sure that even if you did punt, that it would be anything short of a touchback. So, in a sense, this is a free play. Long slant to Monk. Schrader. This is trouble. Back at his 38. Long wait. Throws intercepted by Ron Fellows at the 18. And yep, in a sense, it's a 12-yard punt. For Fellows, that's his 5th pick of the year. And Dallas, trailing by 2, will take over 8:41, third quarter from their own 18-yard line. Hope you're having a good time. We've crossed the 1 o'clock hour. I'm Ron Juckett. This is Retro Sports Network, and following the Cowboys and the Redskins on the Columbia Broadcasting System, 60 Minutes will follow in its entirety, except for on the West Coast, where it will be seen at its regularly scheduled time, followed by Murder, She Wrote. Tonight, the story of how a football team tries to bury a weak-armed, let's say Sage Raider, at the 50-yard line. That's Murder, She Wrote. Followed by the CBS Sunday night movie, I Am Valerie Bertinelli, starring Mackenzie Phillips. That's all tonight on CBS. Tony Dorsett, 1st and 10 from the Dallas 18. Trap left from Pelor to the 20, and Okolwitz will make the tackle right then and there. Yeah, a 12-yard arm punt. That's right out of my dad's touch football playbook. Just throw a punt. I mean, did you guys actually, if you played touch football, you can say this on YouTube as well. When you couldn't do it, they did 2 completions to get a first down. Did you throw your punts, or did you kick your punts? Or for the kickoff, did you actually drop kick for a kickoff, or just throw them? 2nd and 8 for Dallas. Chandler, short slant. Pelor waiting for the route. He's got Chandler first. No, just short. It's a gain of 7 3/4, and it'll be 3rd and inches from the Dallas 28. 7:53 to go. Walker. Trap right on 3rd and short. He's got the first down, but not by much. A gain of 1, and Randy White says I can come back in the game. Threw for punts and kickoffs. I think that's what most people did. But that was fun. So that's exactly what Jay Schrader did. He threw a touch football punt. 1st and 10, halfway home here in the 3rd. Clock running. Hill. Medium hitch. Pelor waits, throws. Hill's got it. Tries to cut to the middle of the field. Malott makes a tackle. Gain of 11 for Tony Hill. 6 catches, 123 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Dallas 40. Timmy says we would use the full-time quarterback if an odd number of people. I've seen that before, too. Absolutely. Hopefully someone with a halfway decent arm, or wouldn't do what my dad used to do. All right, turn right at the telephone pole. I'll make sure the ball is there. Wink, wink. 1st and 10 for Dallas. Off tackle right for Herschel Walker from the 40. 45, and Jordan makes a tackle at the 46. A gain of 6. And that's 9 carries for the future Minnesota Viking star for 39 yards. 2nd and 4. 5:48 to go. Cowboys trailing by 2. 16-14. Dorsett. Going to try a pitch to the near sideline. Pelor gives it to him. Tony's got a flag down. It's a gain of 3.
Holding. Offense. Number 80.
And it's on
10-yard
Hill.
penalty.
Well, that's not what Tom Landry wants, and you can just see the head shaking and the fedoras and the feathers staying in place. So 5:07 to go. 2nd and 14 for Dallas on their own 36. Walker on the draw from Pelor over the 40. Good run. Coffee with the tackle at the 43. Gain of 7. 3rd and 7. 6 plays, 25 yards, and it'll be more than 4 minutes off the clock when we snap this again. Walker in the flat near side. Pallur waits. No, he goes to Dorsett, who runs it over the middle. And Tony's got a gain of 11 before Neil Olkowitz can bring him down. 1st and 10 from the Redskin 46. 4:14, clock running. Newsom is in now for Herschel Walker. Sherrard, medium cross. Pallur waits, throws. Sherrard's got it. 1st down. Darrell Green brings him down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and Dallas has it 1st and 10 from the Washington 30. 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. They are in Septien field goal range. Going into the win, Dallas will have the win in the fourth quarter. Dorsett sweeps left, far side from the 30, and he's hit by Vernon Dean after a gain of 4. He escaped the clutches of Dave Butts, and it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 26. 2:44 to go, and of course the clock is still running. Long drive for Dallas. Trap right, Timmy Newsom. And Newsom is stood up by Daniels right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 3rd and 7. And he'll go 3 wide. Newsom is the Walker comes in. He's bushed. 3rd and 7. Renfro in the game. He's top left. Medium cross to Renfro. Pallur waits, has all day, gonna run. 1st down, 15. And Dean will make the tackle at the 13. That's Monty Coleman coming out, and he's not coming back. But Pallur tucked tail and got himself a gain of 14. It'll be 1st and 10 for Dallas from the DC 13-yard line. 1:29 to go. Walker comes out. That's Fowler now in the backfield with Dorsett. Tony, off tackle right. Handoff from Pallur. 10. Daniels makes the tackle at the 8 for a gain of 5. And Dallas, 12 plays, 74 yards, 7:20 off the clock. Hill. Short cross. Pallur wants it right now. Throws. Touchdown. Hill. 7 catches, 131 yards, and Dallas goes up 20-16. 13 plays, 82 yards, and 8. That's a Vermont time off the clock. How about that? 8:02. Here's the touchdown again. Septien to boot it home. He does, and it's 21-16. What a football game. 39 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Jenkins back deep to return. Dallas 21, Washington 16. Septien boots it. Jenkins 4, 10. The ball is loose. It is picked up by Hegman and recovered by Dallas. Wowzers, 31 seconds to go. Here it is again, and Washington's boo-boo comes on special teams. They have a missed extra point, a missed field goal, and now a fumble. And now Dallas can try to score here in a one-play drive. Long fly. Tony Hill. Pallur. Looks, throws. Complete. 6. Tony Hill, 8 catches on the day. 157 yards receiving. And just like that, Dallas scores again. And RFK is silent. One play, 26 yards and 6 points. Septien for the point after. You betcha. So 21 seconds to go in the third. Dallas 28, Washington 16. So Jenkins, Verdon, and Griffin again. And if you thought Joe Gibbs wasn't happy about the play in the second quarter, wait till we go through the play in the third quarter. Jenkins to return it. No, it's an up man at his 8. 20, 30, the 29-yard line. Steve Iasi brings down Verdon,
Holding,
and it's coming
receiving
back.
team.
Kind of like that hot dog you weren't supposed to eat. It's coming back. So 13 seconds to go. Washington down 12. Griffin will sweep it to the left. From the 8, he gets across the 10. Eugene Lockhart back in the game, and that will be the third quarter. 45 minutes in the books here at RFK. It's Dallas 28, Washington 16. And we'll tell you about it after I take a drink. And if you're wondering about the scoring, Zendejas a 38-yard field goal on the opening drive of the half to make it 16-14 Washington. And then Dallas, literally on back-to-back offensive plays, got 14 points. Pelluer 8 yards to Hill following a 13-play, 82-yard Vermont drive of 8:02. And then following a fumble on the kickoff return, Pelluer hit Hill again from 26 yards to make it 28-16. So Dallas has 370 net yards to Washington's 245. And Steve Pelluer, who may be looking for a new contract, 19 of 26 for 269 and 4 scores. He's been sacked 4 times, but it hasn't mattered, except for his Tylenol consumption. So, second down and 6. Rodgers back in the football game. Washington starts into this little wind of 0-5 from the 12-yard line. Rodgers off tackle left. 2 tight end set. Gets a block. Lockhart. Oh, my goodness, he got a Dave Gardner spot. Give him 6 and give him a first down. First and 10 at the Redskin 18. They trail by 12. Clark going to go to the air. Medium cross. Schrader in trouble. He's looking. He's got all day. He throws to the wrong man. Intercepted by Dallas. Everson Walls will get a return of 6. And Dallas is sitting really, really pretty. Here it is again. Schrader slams down the helmet on the sideline. Joe Gibbs takes a look at his daily NASCAR racing form and says, you know, Tony Stewart would be better than this. Maybe even as a quarterback, too. So Walls gets the pick. And now Pelluer knocking on the door again. Fowler. It'll be Dorsett. Short pass from the flat. Far side. Tony's got it. 35-30. Daniels. I did, didn't I? That's a gain of 4. And Calvin Daniels makes the tackle. Iran, you really did jinx Jay Schrader. I'm sorry. So sorry. Please accept my apology. Second down and 6 for Dallas. 13:59 to go in the game. They lead 28-16. Todd Fowler. No. Not a snowball's chance. Newsom comes back in the game. This won't be much better. Trap right from the 29. Newsom gets down to the 24. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be third and a short one. Yup. Leave it to Ronnie. 13 to go. Clock running. Dallas after the 4th turnover from the Washington 24. There's a great compilation video on YouTube, by the way, of announcer jinxes. And if you're wondering what that is, you go back when you're watching this on YouTube about 15, 20, 25 minutes ago. I don't remember how long ago. And it was Jay Schrader's playing the best game he had for me all year. And then I went on camera and said, now Ron is jinx Jay Schrader. And that's exactly what I did. Amy Kirchhoff plays whiz for 45 points. Tony Dorsett. Trap right on 3rd and 1. Handoff from Pelor. He's trying for a first down. He got 2. They keyed him, and he got there. So 1st and 10. That I'd forgotten I'd done that. That is too funny. Tony Hill having a day of his life. Medium cross. Pelor to throw. Has time. Has Hill. Inside the 10. Malott at the 9. For a gain of 13, and for Hill, it's his best game of the year. 9 catches, 170 yards. And it's 1st and goal for the Cowboys at the 9-yard line. Yep, absolutely. And the immortal words of my Jewish uncle, oy and vey. Walker comes in the game with Dorsett. Walker will sweep it to the far side from the 9-yard line. There's a flag down. Herschel's hit by Oklowitz at the 7. It's a gain of 2.
Holding offense number 89.
And
10-yard
Thornton
penalty.
Chandler is guilty of the hold. And Washington will back him up to the 19. 1st and goal from there. Flat pass to Walker near side. Pelor. And he leads Herschel astray. It'll be 2nd down. 28-16 Dallas, 11:08 to go, 3rd quarter. Herschel this time on a draw, over the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Herschel Walker, his 9th of the year. Crawford Kerr with a big block, and I think Dallas has this wrapped up. Here it is again. Nobody near him. Crawford Kerr just did his job. And here comes Septien to make it 35-16. Dallas has 413 yards on the Redskin defense. Septien up, Septien good. 6 plays, 33 yards, 3:08 off the clock. 10:55 to go in this extravaganza. Dallas 35, Washington 16. Jenkins will return this 3 yards deep because you can't be playing any worse than you already are. 5-10, and he's hit at the 18 by Hegman. And Washington will start from there. They got to go to a conventional set. They can't be relying too much on the run, but Schrader has... I'm sorry, Jay. Medium slant. Art Monk. Schrader. Back to throw. Has time. Monk over the middle. 35-40. Lockhart with a tackle at the 42. A gain of 24. 1st and 10 for Washington, and that puts Monk over a century mark of yards today. 5 catches, 113 yards, and 22.6 per catch. So 1st and 10 from the Washington 42. Not quite over. If you've seen these two teams play on this channel, you know that pretty much anything can happen. Rogers, trap right. Hand off from Schrader. Across the 45, Dutton with a tackle at the 47. That's a gain of 5. And for Rogers, that's 15 carries, 63 yards. 2nd and 5. Clark. Short cross. Schrader waits near sideline. caught. First down to Monk. So he went with the second read. Monk got him to 6 yards. And it's a fresh set for Washington. We go under 9 in the game, which is really my mental age is 9. From the Dallas 47. This time it's Didier. And it'll be a short cross. Schrader waits for Didier to run the route. And that is swatted away by Bill Bates. Incomplete. Second deflection for Bill. 8:25 to go. 35-16 Dallas. 2nd and 10 for Washington. Rodgers will try to sweep to the far side from the 47, and Rohr ripped him down at the 46, a gain of 1. And so Dallas will leapfrog over Washington with a win, and depending on what the Giants do when I play these offline, they could be tied for first. Clark, medium slant, 3rd and 9. Schrader over the middle. Clark, 30, 20, 10, touchdown! Touchdown, Washington Redskins. Gary Clark. He got away from Mike Hegman and goes in for the end zone from 46 yards. And the Redskins have found a lifeline. It's a slant one, but it's there. Clark had it at the 30 and went all the way with JFK and RFK to make it 35-22. And here's the extra point. Zendejas, yes, sir. It's a 12-point game. 7:28 to go. Dallas 35, Washington 23. So now Dallas needs to, A, hold the football. Tom Landry trying to call Dean Smith on the phone and see how you run a 4 quarters in football. Clack and Newsome are short. Levette back deep. And they will not muck around. They'll take it 4 yards deep and put the ball at the 20-yard line. Timmy Newsome in the backfield with Tony Dorsett. Hill and Sherrod the wide receivers. Washington, it's close. It's not dead yet. Dallas needs to take time off the clock. Dorsett. Trap right. 1st and 10 from the 20. He keeps the legs moving. Daniels with a gain of 2. And look who's coming back in. Doug Cosby. Hey. Oh, wrong Cosby. 2nd and 8. So Dallas has their starting tight end back in the ballgame. Timmy Newsome. Off tackle right from the 22. He's hit at the 26. Now the clock stops as Tuanay's got a stinger. So the right tackle Tuanay is replaced by Cooper. Jim Cooper. But Cooper's a good blocker. 6:41, 3rd down and 4. Newsome short flat. Ballure, this is all Chinese fire drill. He's going to run, and he is short. He is short. 6:35, 4th and inches. Dallas cannot afford to give it up at their own 30. So out comes the punter, and yep, UNC needed Dean Smith's ex-players' talent after they got boat racing. Oh, not that Ohio State again. So Mike Saxon back out to punt, and there is life here at RFK. Jenkins to return this. He's on his 25. He comes in 30-yard line and is hit immediately by Baker for a 2-yard return. And with 5:59 to go, this one isn't done yet. Put away the Swiffers, Mom. 35-23 Dallas. Monk and Clark, the receivers. Griffin and Rodgers in a 2-back set, and Didier the tight end. Washington needs 2 touchdowns. A field goal does not help. They're down 12. Clark. Medium cross. Schrader. Blitzed. Rolls. Throws. Incomplete. And Hagman. Ooh. He's limping. We won't show the replay, but his ankle kind of moved in a way that ankles aren't supposed to move. And so while they put that back in its rightful place, it'll be 2nd and 10 for Washington from their own 29. Quick little dumper to Monk. And that wasn't even there. 2-8. Oh, the ball. Actually, Dallas thought that was a fumble. Baker knocked it loose. You're hearing calls of tuck rule from the stands. That's not true. Schrader's arm was moving forward. And it's 3rd and 10. 5:45 to go. The Dallas Cowboy fan contingent, if there are any, are finding that their lunch paper sacks are making perfect hyperventilation bags. Clark. Short hitch. Schrader. Quick throw. Clark has it. First down. 50, 45, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Are you kidding me? Gary Clark has made this a one-score game. Jay Schrader, the jinx is over. Gary Clark, 4 catches, 160 yards as he just plowed one in from 71. And it's a madhouse at RFK. Watch this again. Wide open, and there wasn't a Dallas defender within 5 yards. 35-29. 5:28 to go. Extra point from Zendejas. He's missed one, but not this time. I didn't look to see what it was from the but you're right. Yep, they're in the blue, Mike. They're in the blue. 5:28 to go. Buckle up for safety, boys and girls. Dallas 35, Washington 30. And we'll put this up here just so you can see what you've missed. There is a stunned silence on that Cowboy sideline like you wouldn't believe. And Jay Schrader, who I jinxed terribly, has pulled an Alan Trammell, if you will, and gone to Gary Clark twice for 2 touchdowns. This wasn't a track meet. What was it at the half? It was 14-13 at the half. So here we go. My goodness. Levette back deep. And that is taken for a touchback. And Dallas will start at their own 20. 5:28 to go. That clock cannot tick fast enough. And everybody's got all 3 timeouts. Trap right, Dorsett. And he gets a good run. They'll pick up the flag, too. Gain of 6. Dorsett, 14 carries, 52 yards. 2nd and 4. My goodness. Walker comes in the game. They want to run it again. Off tackle left. Pelluer to Walker. Walker fighting for yards. Manley brings him down for a gain of 3. 3rd and 1. Herschel, 12 carries, 68 yards and a score. And it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 29. 4:41. Clock running. Newsome is in with Walker as we go to a 2 tight end set. Chandler in with Cosby. Walker. On the dive. Pelluer hands it off. Walker gets 2. First down. That's not what I wanted. They go back to a conventional set. Walker and Dorsett in the backfield. Under 4 to go. Cosby. Short slant. Pelor is blitzed. He waits. He throws it down to a running back. It is caught by Walker. It's a gain of 3. That works for Dallas. We go under 3.5. 2nd and 7. Walker. Trap right. 2nd and 7. This one, Walker has room. Grant will bring him down after a gain of 4. And it's 3rd and 3. And Dallas has knocked this clock in half. They've taken 2:41 off it. There's 2:47 to go in the game. And there's enough nervous energy in this stadium right now to run at least a half dozen hamster wheels in your 8th grader's bedroom. 3rd and 3. Short cross to Cosby. Pelor waits, throws, caught. First down. A gain of 8. And Coffee on the stop. And we'll go to the 2-minute warning. With the ball on the Dallas 46, the Cowboys have it 1st and 10. They are hanging on, 35-30. We'll be back right after this for the conclusion of this one. Ooh, baby. Today's game also brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Iced Tea. Unsolicited, of course, but today's helper on this Retro Sports broadcast. So it's Newsome and Dorsett in the backfield. Pelor. Washington has all 3 timeouts. They can't just eat it. They got to try to get one more first down. You happy yet? This is fun stuff, huh? Sherrard. Short out. Pelor wants the first down. He over the middle. Incomplete. Daniels dove but could not get it. And Pelor just kind of snaps his fingers. He's not happy. Pitch right to Dorsett. Pelor gets it to him to midfield. It's 3rd down and 7. It's a gain of 3. Washington will call time with 1:51 to go. They go 3 wide. A tired Herschel. Nope, I can't go with Herschel Walker. Newsome. Flat pass. They need 7. And Pelor is sacked by Butts. And so Washington will, I'm not sure what they'll do with Dave Butts. What a time for a 5th sack. They call the timeout. 4th and 11. Dallas to punt. 1:48 to go. If you're wondering about Jenkins, who's the return man here, he does not have a touchdown return. His long of the year is 39. From inside the 10, Saxon. Jenkins at the 9. Jenkins is hit at the 11. It's a gain of 3. There's 1:42 to go. Washington needs 89 yards in a $1:42, and they have 1 timeout left. Even the Feather and Tom Landry's Fedora will need a drink after this. 3 wide receivers. It's Rodgers in the backfield. Monk, Clark, and Sanders, the wideouts. And Schrader will operate out of the gun the rest of the way. Didier, the tight end. Sanders. Medium cross. Schrader waits, throws, caught. 30. Fellows with a tackle at the 32. Sanders gets 21. And the Redskins get a first down. They go hurry up. Medium out. Art Monk. Schrader quickly is sacked by Baker. It's a loss of 6. He yanks Schrader down by the foot. 1:10 to go. From the 26 of D.C. Fly pattern. Clark. Schrader. As time, far sideline incomplete. Everson Walls got a piece of it. Third down, 16, 47 seconds to go. What a football game. Well, if you're new to us on Twitch, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do the best of the 1986 season, Week 13 coming up. Oh, my goodness. They can do this in 2 chunks. But they need a catch here. Clark, far side, beat him out. Schrader rolls that way, throws across, and Griffin, and that's incomplete. So here's the ball game. You ready? 4th and 16 from the 26. They need to get to the Washington 42. Long out. Art Monk. For the game, Schrader waits, throws, incomplete. Dallas is going to hang on. It was incomplete. Billy Bates, his 3rd deflection, and Dallas is going to move into 2nd place. Pallure will kneel. Washington should take their last time out. They do, and they can't stop it anymore. The Dallas Cowboys have held on. And I mean held on to win 35-30. That's your final score. Dallas 35, Washington 30. There's 27 first downs, arms raised to a V, absolutely. And Dallas did it on the legs of their running backs, man. And Gary Clark almost pulled that off single-handedly. What a football game this has been. Dallas had it in the red zone 4 times and scored 4 touchdowns. Washington scored 30 points, but nothing inside the red zone. That's got to be some sort of record. Fourth quarter scoring, Herschel Walker made it 35-16. At that point, you thought it was over. And then Schrader to Clark twice. Injuries, White wasn't available. Jeff Cote is out. Monty Coleman's gone for 5 weeks. My pleasure, Tribes fan. Steve Pallure, 23 for 32 for 297 and 4 scores. That's your player of the game. Eugene Lockhart, 11 tackles. Baker, 1 sack. Hegman, 6 tackles. Interceptions by Walls, Fellows, and Jeffcoat. Daniels and Coffey, 8 tackles. Dexter Manley, 2 sacks. Malott with a sack. Butts with 2 sacks. No interceptions. So there you have it. The final score. Dallas 35, Washington 30. Baseball sometime in the next couple days. We'll do that at night. Football comes back on Tuesday. Until then, I'm Ron Chuckett. Have yourself a great afternoon.